Okay.
Because typically in the playoffs you only have one goalie, but...
That's a well-thought-through response.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm right, and you are...
That's not how it works.
Not right.
That's not how it works.
That's how it works.
No, it doesn't.
It's my show today.
This is the 10 Minutes with Andrew podcast.
Welcome back to 10 Minutes with Andrew. I'm, of course, Andrew, and I'm again joined with Mark Chancey. Welcome back to the show.
Marky Tropicana.
Mark Chancey.
Tropicana.
Mark Chancey.
Tropicana.
Mark Chancey.
All right, good enough then. How are you today, my son?
Good?
That's good. Good. That is Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
It is.
Song called Relax. Guess what year that was? Well, you know now because this is our second take.
It is our second take, yeah.
Because we had a call from work that I had to do something.
Yeah.
1983.
In 83?
It was one of the most successful singles of the decade. It was in the top 40 for 37 consecutive weeks. It was not without controversy. The BBC, which is like the CBC,
Yeah.
but with a B instead of a C,
It's the British.
decided
version.
it was going to ban the playing of Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood because it was overtly sexual. Overtly
Can't have that, I guess.
In 1983, that was a thing.
Yeah, in 83, that's a different situation. Like,
Yeah.
I could see that happening today, but in 83... it was-
Today, I don't know what would have to happen for something to be classed as overtly sexual.
Oh, yeah.
Times they are changing, but it was a huge hit, and it led to a whole phenomenon of Frankie Say. And I don't know if you can see this. I'll put it up on the screen here. They had Frankie Say. Can you
I see
that?
it. Yep.
Even made it to Friends. That's Ross wearing the Frankie Say Relax t-shirts. They were everywhere. Frankie Say. So, what a good time the 80s were. Whole lot less complicated than things are now. But that was Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah, it's different now.
I got a couple more things to get to. We've since we last had our show, we didn't do a midweek show.
We didn't do a midweek show.
So since we last had our show, we have had all kinds of things. We had a birthday. Nana Mutter. She turned 80.
Turned 80.
So I have two parents now that combined are 160 years old.
8 candles, one for every decade.
Huh?
It's true.
So Nana blows out the candles.
Mine would be a lot because technically I have 3.
Yeah.
So you have to combine all 3.
And if we all be 80, that'd be a lot.
Would be a
If
lot.
we all be 80. That's
If we all be 80.
good English. Speaking
Good
of English,
good
you're
English
back
here.
at school this week. How you making out?
That's all right.
In high school?
It's all right, I guess.
Yeah, you had a rough week.
I did, yeah.
But you're getting better.
Yeah.
You're getting more used to it. It's always different when you start a new school, especially. You got to try to figure out where you got to be
Yeah, especially when it's a big school.
when it's a big school. Where's the freaking washroom?
Yeah.
Where's the freaking cafeteria? Right?
Yeah.
Where's the freaking door I can get out of here, this place? That's good. Everything's kind of back to normal. Now, the news of the week, though.
The news of the week.
The news of the week. We golfed it was Labor Day, Monday.
Labor Day, Monday, yeah.
You were pretty depressed that day, I must say.
Yeah, well.
But you perked up around number 9.
Number
When
9.
you stood up on number 9, it's a par 4.
Yep.
And you drove the ball, and it ended up on the green.
Yeah, that never happened before.
So here comes Andrew with his first ever putt for eagle. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Now, quiet on the set.
Hold of a big quiet sign.
This is Andrew putting for eagle. Hit hard enough to get there. Good advice. What a putt. What a putt.
in birdie.
I thought I had it for a minute there.
We all thought you had it there. You left it, 8 inches short? Tap in birdie? Yes, indeed. Tap in birdie. And then you quit.
I did after 9. I did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You kept going. I didn't.
But you left on a high note, didn't you?
That's the way you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah. So, that's enough of me. What are we doing today, my son?
Well, today we're playing Would You Rather.
Ooh, we do this all week, every week.
We do, middle of the week. But this is sports edition.
Oh.
Middle of the week is non-sports.
More specifically,
More specifically,
this is
Leafs edition.
Leafs edition.
But
of
it's a bit
Would You
different.
Rather.
It's a bit different.
Different? How so?
Well, because this time you have the questions,
Aha!
and I don't have a thing.
I have them right
So
here.
you'll be reading them, and I don't know what's coming at all.
I know.
Like you most weeks, but this time it's me.
And we talked about what we were going to do on the show yesterday.
I
and
had a whole different plan, and then
I
you came
said,
up
here's
with
my idea. And you looked at me like I had three heads. And I said, if you don't want to do it, we don't have to do it. And you said, no, that's fine. That's fine. Afraid I'm going to take over the show.
No,
eh?
I had a whole different plan, and then you came and said, I got this idea.
Well, your plan is not, well, neither of them are really time sensitive, but your plan is going to be something we're talking about a lot
Yeah, that's true.
as the season goes on. And we'll touch on it a bit here, too.
Yeah.
But actually, you can probably give a little hint as to what some of your plan was, because you have, do you have a tweet?
I had a tweet, yeah.
You don't have it there?
Not with me, but I do.
Do you know? You can't read it. You
No.
don't have it with you. The whole point was you're going to read that.
Was it?
You forgot to bring the tweet. You don't have it there?
No, but I do know the tweet.
Okay. What was generally the tweet was?
The tweet was generally that Mitch Marner has been working out with Sidney Crosby and Nathan McKinnon. He's looked dynamite. He's trying to prove everybody wrong this season and have a great season. And his agent, Darren Ferris, said that they're
who I've heard is a
bit of a you know what.
yeah. But that's what I've heard. That's only rumor and innuendo.
So his agent said that if they don't sign him or sign him to an extension, the statement was they're going to regret it or something like that.
That's agent talk during
It will be
negotiations.
up on the screen. You'll see it on the screen. I just
And
didn't have it with me.
it's never a good move to threaten the people you're negotiating with.
No, it's true.
And I don't think it's up to that agent to tell the Leafs what they're going to regret.
Yeah.
The Leafs can make up their own mind whether or not they are going to regret either signing or not signing or trading number 16.
What do you think about the whole part of him working out with Crosby and McKinnon and looking dynamite? It's a little different.
How do you look dynamite working out?
Yeah.
There's only one time I need to see you look dynamite, my friend. And it's when the regular season ends and the postseason begins.
Yeah.
We need you to show up.
I agree with that.
But-
I agree with that.
Anyway, that's a good segue into our Would You Rather. No, I got to do it all here today, don't I?
Edition, yeah.
Drum roll number 1. Yes, so this is the Would You Rather Leafs edition. Are you
One
ready?
thing I had to bring and I didn't bring it.
Yeah, the one thing you had to do today. So we're going to get your opinion first,
All right.
and we'll see if we're the same or different. Would you rather? Would you rather re-sign Mitch Marner or just let him walk? Notice there's no option for a trade there.
Yeah.
So it's either re-sign him or not sign him, let him play out his last year, and he walks away, you get nothing for him. What would you rather do there, my friend?
I think I've made this clear. I don't care if it's a trade or not. I don't want him here. So just let the guy go.
So you letting him walk?
Because listen, the Leon Draisaitl contract just happened. He's getting $14 million a year.
Yeah.
That's what Marner's going to want. And that's the problem with this is...
Go ahead.
What?
I'm looking at you thinking this is my answer exactly.
Marner's going to want what Draisaitl got, and Draisaitl, like Marner is in the playoffs, is nowhere near where Draisaitl
No.
was. And
So you're right.
so just let the guy walk, man. And I mean, we got hosed anyway. By the way, this whole management group hosed us. They told us there were going to be big changes,
Yeah.
and they didn't do a darn thing.
I don't see a lot happening.
Nope.
So here's what I think. Maybe we can re-sign Marner without the no trade clause and then trade him.
We could do like a sign and trade.
Yeah, so I'm with you. Let him walk. I don't want to re-sign him. He's going to use Leon Draisaitl as a benchmark for how much he thinks he's worth, and he's not worth half of what Leon Draisaitl is worth because, like you said, Leon Draisaitl shows up in the playoffs
Yeah, it's funny.
and is a performer.
I actually saw a tweet yesterday too that it said it was actually a reply to that tweet that we just showed on the screen. Somebody said
that you didn't bring?
That I didn't bring. Somebody said it's simple. If you want to offer Marner a contract, offer him what Nylander got, and if he says no, then screw him.
I'm all about letting that contract go if we have to because it's just too much money tied up.
What Nylander got was 11.5. Marner's making 10.9 now. He's not taking it. So
Marner
just,
doesn't deserve more than 10.9,
no, he doesn't.
but that's not how he's going to perceive himself or what he's going to ask for. I have a sense Leafs are going to be re-signing him, and they're going to be all excited about
I
it.
don't think they will.
Like I said, I won't be watching as long as 16 is in the lineup. So good luck to the Leafs. You'll have to tell me all about it on Sunday mornings, how they played that week.
Well, I don't watch except for the playoffs.
Yeah, well, okay. So that was number 1. Here we go with number 2 of Would You Rather Leafs edition. Here's an interesting one. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Would you rather Austin Matthews win the Rocket Richard Trophy or Morgan Riley win the Norris
Oh, man.
for best defenseman? Now, the Norris, they're kind of both, well, the Rocket Richard is goals. The Norris, for the most part, has become a points by a defenseman award. But what would you rather? Austin Matthews wins the Rocket Richard or Morgan Riley wins the Norris?
I'd say Morgan Riley.
Really?
It's a lot easier for Austin Matthews to win the Richard because he scores an absurd amount of goals every year anyway.
But if he doesn't win it, that means someone outscored him.
Yeah, but he'll still score tons of goals.
Maybe he has an off year.
No, but maybe he just like loses by 4 or something. Like it's just, he's still going to score an absurd amount of goals. Morgan Riley, we need defense, and for him to win the Norris would show that we clearly have defense. Now, again, you said that it was like it's more like a points by defenseman thing, and we don't want offensive defensemen. But I hope Morgan Riley wins that because he's the best defenseman on the team, arguably one of the best players on the team.
So far, this has not worked. Your answers have been spot on to what mine would be. I think if Riley wins a Norris, that tells you Riley had a fantastic year.
Yep.
And if Riley has a fantastic year, I'm thinking the Leafs would have a fantastic year.
Yeah, the only problem with that is the Norris winner last year was Carlson. Or not last year, the year before, I think, Carlson. And he's an offensive defenseman, and we don't need that.
Yeah. Maybe Chris Tanev will win it.
Maybe. That could be something.
Okay, that was number 2.
That'd be really something.
Are you ready for number 3
I am.
of Would You Rather Leafs edition?
I am.
All right, here it is. Would you rather Joseph Woll, not Wall,
Wool.
Joseph Woll play the majority of games or a 50-50 split with Anthony Stolarz?
I think we had that kind of question before a while ago. I can't remember.
What are you saying? I'm copying?
No.
Would you rather Woll be the number 1 guy or it be more of a 50-50 platooning situation?
I like the 50-50 idea.
Do you?
I think because they're both kind of on the same level. You disagree? Okay.
I disagree.
They're
First time we disagreed today.
they're both kind of on the same level, and I think
We're not sure.
I think
Stolarz, I think, has never played more than 28 games in a season.
But just let me finish.
Oh, okay. I could reach across that table.
I think the thing about Wool and Stolarz is they're probably going to end up. I think I said this before. They're probably going to end up doing like a kind of a Boston Bruins situation. Although the goalies aren't nearly as good, but like where you
How
play.
do we know? Maybe they are.
You play alternate.
Maybe they are.
Goalies. You never know. But
I don't know if that works.
But then I think I'd like to see a 50-50 because, it would be nice to have a number 1 starter, but I don't know if Wool's there yet with his injury history and if Stolarz hasn't played that many games. So
See, now you're on to my answer.
50-50 is mine.
So if Woll plays the majority of games, that means his injury issue was not a big deal because he played in a lot of games. And if he's playing the majority of games, he must be playing well.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's going to have an injury.
We're only asking, would you rather Joseph Woll play more? He's not going to play if he's injured. So if he's playing more, if I could have a guy that's playing more, that means he's not injured and he's playing well. That's what I'm going with. Then have a number 1 guy heading into the playoffs. Should they make the playoffs?
I would pick Woll 50-50 because I think it'd be better to do that and not risk an injury. And then, you could play both of them equally. And in the playoffs, if you wanted to have a number 1 guy, you could have Woll as a number 1 guy if you wanted to do it in the playoffs.
Okay.
Because typically in the playoffs, you only have 1 goalie. But
That's a well thought through response.
thank you.
Unfortunately, I'm right and you are
That's not how it works.
not right.
That's not how it works.
That's how it works.
No, it doesn't.
It's my show today. Are you ready for number 4? Now, I got 3 more.
You told me I had 3 yesterday.
I got 3 more, but they're all kind of related. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All
So
right.
these should be pretty quick. So let's move on to Would You Rather? 4th question. Would you rather the Leafs miss the playoffs this season or lose in the first round?
Oh, my God.
Would you rather they just not make the playoffs,
Oh my
but
God.
they're going to go out in the first round?
You know what? Just don't make the playoffs.
Okay, I'm with you on that.
Just don't make the play. Like if you're really gonna do
I'm
this,
even going to give you the right answer.
if you're really gonna do this idea of we can make it and then just choke in the first round again, I don't want to see it.
Don't even bother.
Don't even bother.
Right.
Just turn into like. What I don't want to see happen is you turn into a team like the Flyers, who like you're in contention all year and then you just miss by barely, much. But I think, and it would help if they missed the playoffs, because then it would show them, okay, we need to finally make change.
Well, maybe.
Because the problem with this is they're still making the playoffs.
Okay. And maybe they're going to win the cup.
Yeah, not gonna happen, but okay.
Maybe monkeys will fly out of my butt. Who knows? So that was interesting. Here's one. Would you rather Matthew scores 70 goals
Oh,
or the team loses in the first round of the playoffs? What would you rather?
Matthew scores 70.
I didn't really word that one right.
Because they lose in the first round, then it's just like, why bother? It's kind of an obvious one.
Well, I guess the point would be if he does. My question would be more like if he doesn't score to 70, Leafs go past the first round.
Yeah.
Or he can score 70, and they're going to get knocked out in the first round.
Oh yeah.
That's what I meant to say, right?
Well, I think I'd rather him not score 70 and we go past the first round.
So you'd rather him not score 70. I should have changed that. I didn't word that one very well. Matthew scores 70 or lose in the first round. So he can either score 70 and they lose in the first round, or he can not score 70, less than 70, and they can go further than the first round. So
Yeah.
you'd go with that, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Me too. I didn't word that one very well. at all. All right, this is the last one.
All right.
I'm not even going to do a drum roll. Lied to you. I did. Would you rather win the President's Cup and lose in the first round?
Pistons trophy.
President's Trophy and lose in the first round? Or not win the President's Trophy and lose in the second round?
Oh. Okay. Well,
I'll go first.
lose in the second round.
I'll go first. President's Trophy means nothing.
It means nothing.
President's Cup. Here I'm taking golf. See?
President's
I'll be
Cup, yeah. Which is in Montreal this year, by the way.
The President's Trophy means absolutely nothing.
It means nothing.
So it's irrelevant to me.
Doesn't mean a thing.
Right? If you can get to the second round, I'm going to take that.
If you want an idea of how it doesn't mean anything, just look at the teams that have won it. They've never done a thing. Like the Rangers won it this past year. They didn't win the cup.
It means
No, it means nothing.
absolute malarkey to win the President's Trophy. It doesn't even get you, well, it gets you home ice advantage, but
Yeah.
that's it, right?
It's just the best regular season team.
So that was a bit of a trick question for you. Let's go back to my other one. How can I word that better? Would you rather, okay, here's how I'll ask it.
Okay.
Would you rather Matthew scores 70 goals and the team loses in the first round of the playoffs, or Matthew scores 20 goals and the team loses in the second round of the playoffs? That's a tough one.
That's way tougher.
I'd go with the 70 because
I don't want to see
they're
Matthew
getting
score
knocked
20.
out anyway.
I don't want to see Matthew score 20.
No, but I'd like to see him score 70.
Yeah.
And who cares? They got knocked out in the second round. If the Leafs got knocked out in the second round, there'd probably be all this talk about how much better they are,
That's true.
right? And then the following year, they'll get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
Then they'll be calling for change, which they'll make none.
It's just how it goes.
Anyway, that is all the Would You Rather questions Leafs edition I have today. We're getting on the scale.
We are. We are indeed.
We're going to go back to the weight loss journey, which we have not done well since summer came.
Yeah.
So we're going to put our numbers in, and Thursday you weigh in?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then next Sunday we're back reporting our numbers.
Yep.
What do you think of that?
Get back on it.
Yeah, we got to do something before Christmas.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to say today?
The Leafs, not Leafs, the Blue Jays are going to lock up Vladdy apparently this winter.
See, I was in a good mood. I'm going golfing in a few hours. I was in a good mood. And yeah, it looks like that's what they want to do.
We've talked about this a lot. We've talked about the Vladdy extension a lot.
I'm all about it, but the money is just going to be astronomical, and I still don't know.
And we know why.
I still don't know if Vladdy is the guy when the moment's need the guy.
Hey, Spencer Horwitz had 2 home runs last night
He did.
against the Braves.
He did. And the Blue Jays won.
Alex Anthopoulos' Braves, by the way.
I thought they might have a chance at getting back to 500, but they're
Not now.
They're 7 games under. And I think if they lose 7 more this season, they can't do it. I think
And it's also not getting any better because after this series, we play the Mets. So
yeah, and the Mets are in a
Yeah.
dogfight like Atlanta and
Philly
before them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they had a soft part of their season when they played all the teams that were below 500.
Like the Angels and
It's funny, all the other teams that see the Blue Jays, they consider that now their soft part of the season when they play the Blue
That's
Jays.
how it goes, yeah.
How the mighty have fallen, hey?
Yep.
What are you going to do about that?
What are you going to do about it?
Anyway, that's Frankie.
That's it.
Frankie say, end the show.
So thank you for listening and watching this episode of 10 Minutes with Andrew. Find us on YouTube. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment. We're back in the middle of the week with Would You Rather.
Oh, we're back to that, are we?
Yeah.
All right, then.
All right.
We'll see you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons and turn on notifications to be notified when we upload new content. You can also connect with us at andrewchancey.com.